Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I got a bunch of miscellaneous piddly stuff to do. What I need to do is cut up a lot of miscellaneous stuff. I got some little parts that I need to finish up the insulation. I have to cut some insulation, and I got to move some stuff around, and one of Cindy's friends has a daughter that has a birthday coming up, and she's making some kind of a display or something, and I need to cut the parts for it. So stick around and you'll get to see all that stuff. I'm walking around tossing the stick for Izzy, and an eagle comes right over the treetops right here and goes right over the treetops this way, and I'm fumbling around trying to get the camera out real quick, and son of a bitch. So I've been standing here for a while waiting to see if it comes back, but I think he was just teasing me. Man, I really need to have some kind of a holster for this GoPro. What a dreary day. Look at that sun trying to poke through these nasty gray clouds. But back on that eagle, we have pictures of an eagle sitting on top of our little barn, the little barn that we lived in while we were building the house. We had a chicken coop behind there, and we got some pictures of eagles sitting on top of that and on the branches of a dead tree right in that area. I'm going to see if I can dig them up and show them here. Okay. All right, let's get to work. Thought I would show this real quick. We picked this up last fall, and this is going to go in our new breezeway temporarily because my wife wants a bathtub, and we don't have a bathtub here. But at some point, this is going to be our woods tub. This will go down in the woods with our new outdoor shower. I really can't do without an outdoor shower. It's so nice to have one. If you never showered outdoor in the woods, you don't know what you're missing. But anyways, this is a beautiful little, this is a 5-footer, I think. It's just a wee little clawfoot tub, maybe 100 years old, somewhere around there. But we got this off of, I think it was Craigslist, and the guy was just across the Mississippi River. For those who are new here, the Mississippi River is just over this bluff right here. We're about, 450, 500 feet up from the Mississippi. Okay, time to get to work. I gotta go figure out what I need over in the addition project, then get back here and roll out the saw, open the door, and cut. It's pretty nasty cold out. It's not really that cold, but it's really damp and no sun. So it just like goes right through you. It's probably only 25 degrees right now, but it feels much colder than that. Good morning, horses. Well, apparently they don't want anything because they would have whinnied. Okay, let's get to work. What we have here is, this is where we're built on to the existing house. So we have these 2x6s on flat, which are 1.5 inches thick, and this wall is going to be a 2x4 wall. So what I need to do is rip some 2x4s at 2 inches and tee them off of here. Let Maisie in. Come on, big kitty. I got that bed over there so she can watch me work, but she's only done it a couple times. As you can see, these kind of look far apart. That's because the main house is 24 inches on center. I forget what that's called, modern framing, or not the 24 inches on center, but the trusses in the main house, every one of them falls directly over a stud. So with 2x6 framing, you do it at 24 inches on center, and it saves material, and there's less thermal bridging. And we're going to be talking about thermal bridging up here on the roof at some point soon. Probably not in this video, but almost definitely the next video, because that's what I'm going to be doing. So each one of these gets a 2-inch stud off the face. Then there'll be 24 inches on center, and that will be my wall. That's what the drywall will be attached to. But within that 24 inches, I got to get my box, and these are generally made for 16 on center, so I got to frame that in. I could have did this 16 on center, but I thought it would have been overkill, because this wall actually, it doesn't really support anything, not even the roof. The roof is bolted through to the main structure. So all this is really going to hold is the cabinetry on this wall and a place to hide. We have a lot of electrical and other stuff that are going to come through this area. So this will be just some cabinets, sink, etc. But anyways, I digress. I have them studs that are going to be here. So when I rip the studs, I'll have a chunk left over, and that's what I'm going to use. A bunch of pieces similar to this. It's not real fussy what they look like, but they will do what those are doing up there. They're just wedges to hold up this piece of foam that will stop the thermal bridging up at the top there. And like I said, I'll go into all that stuff a bit later, but what I need to do now is just put this up there, get it plumb, and figure out the exact angle of this, and then cut up a bunch of pieces. And I'm going to use them cutoffs from that. So let's figure out the angle for that and then head over to the shed. Okay, hopefully I have this camera angle correct. I think so. See, I did these two as kind of tests. So I want to go about there and there. Just pop these out. These wedges just are to hold this little piece in, which is covering the stud that goes up to the roof deck. I'll explain all that, like I said, at a later date. But what I need to do right now is just, I don't want to lose my level here. I guess I could do it from this side too. Just go right on my line and get it. Hopefully I didn't turn the camera off. Get it plumb. And I could likely get away without even doing this, but it only takes a few seconds. So why do it wrong when you can do it right? That's one of my mottos. Okay, nice clean side right there. I was going to put the pencil in my mouth, but hard to talk that way. So, oh geez. All right, with the roof is level, and with this stick being plumb, that gives me the exact angle. Okay, so now I have my angle. Both angles are going to be the same. Hopefully I'm focused right. Both angles are going to be the same. The only reason I did the second one was to get the length that I need. So I need just a bunch of pieces this size and with that angle, same angle, and this size. So I'll cut a passel of them, and then I'll be ready to work later. Okay, over in the enormous mess in the shed. Yeah, like I've said in other videos, this is going to be one hell of a cleanup video. I think I have one like that from last year, but I don't know if it was as bad as this. But once this drywall is out of here and into room 13, it'll be a lot easier. But I don't even know where to go with a lot of this. You know, some of this is still going into the build, but a good deal of it is going to be extra. That's what's extra so far of the construction lumber. But I have the stairway build coming up. It's actually got to be done soon, so I have to at least do the back part of the stairway build because it's directly connected with the addition. So that's where a lot of this is going to go, I'm thinking. But today I got to find some 2x4s. They got a bunch here. I guess I'm going to have to use, these are all 10-footers. I guess I'm going to have to use those for the studs. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should just pick up some studs. You hate to cut down 10-footers into 8-footers, and I'm not going to piece them together. And I definitely, oh, you know what? I got these 2x6s, and I believe I have enough of them. Yeah, I think I'll use the 2x6s. I can get 2 out of each with those. But actually, I probably am not even going to do that today. I think I'll come up with a perfect plan for that before I start cutting, because I have other stuff laying around that I can use. I can cut down for these wedges. The only reason I was going to cut these studs today is so I had some wood, some narrow wood to use for them wedges, but I have plenty of these little cutoffs and stuff, so I'll rip those down. I don't need a ton of those wedges to start with. So this is my story stick. Set that aside, and what did I do with that? Oh, I didn't even bring it down yet. I brought down, where is that? This is the wood for Cindy's Friends project. I gotta cut those into 32-inch chunks for that, and there's my foam up there. I gotta split it in half, and then split the halves in half down to 12-inch pieces, and then I'm gonna rip it all into 3-inch strips for that foam work I gotta do. So let me get at that. Here's a little tip on cutting foam on the table saw. I use, see, I got a roller bracket, but it's like I can never get that thing at the right height, and it's too narrow. So if I put this right behind the blade, this is, I don't know, maybe 6 inches lower than the table. And this stuff, once you start cutting it, it dips down a lot right away. And you never know how much it's going to dip down. So you got to have this fairly close here so that it, I think this is about right. So you have this fairly close, and then as you're cutting it, it dips down and eventually touches the top of this. And it just keeps it from going on the ground and digging in or whatever. Okay, let's get this cut. Now I got to cut these at 1.5 inches. It's actually not that fussy. At 1.5 inches wide, they're just square, so like this. So easy to work with. You don't have to figure out which side's thicker and all that stuff. So that's actually a jig. I'm trying to remember what that was for. Oh, it's for tamping in the vineyard. Built a jig for tamping down when I make posts. Okay. There should be plenty. Izzy is having a real good time with her ball out there. I hope she stays doing that. The reason the blade is all the way up. When you're cutting this foam, if you have the blade down where you normally have it, I usually have it so that the gullet is just out of the wood right there. But if you have it that low, when you're cutting this foam, it gets too hot and it can kick. It's not going to hurt you or anything, but it can really mess up your foam. It'll twist it all up, and I don't know. Some people, it might scare you enough to make you do something stupid and hurt yourself, but it's not going to hurt you directly. All right, let's get these cut up. Now I should have the roller stand set up, but this will catch it just fine. Last one. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, I think I gotta find the dog again. She was just right there 2 seconds ago. But that girl is so fast, she could be a mile away. Izzy? Izzy? There she is. Get over here. You stay here. You want me to put you in the house? You are such a good girl when you're not naughty. Go play with your ball, or I'll put you in the house. Where did you... Oh, there it is. Get your ball. Izzy, that way. There you go. All right, I got to roll this thing out through the snow, hook her up, and cut them to length. When I told her to get that ball, she brought it to the bottom of the hill and tossed it to me. It was way over there. And she's been slowly throwing it a little closer, a little closer. I guess I included myself in this game when I said, get your ball. Usually she just plays by herself she can do it for hours, or hour and a half maybe. But I guess I'm in the game now, but I can't do it. Got to get this done. So what I got to do is find this angle. Looks like is it going to be 5? It looks like it's going to be 5 degrees. And I'll probably be safe just calling it 5 degrees, but let's give it a shot. I guess it's on. Okay, now with that right there, I am going to take a pencil. These don't need to be exact at all. So my short ones are that long. Oops. The thing with cutting a bunch of angled stuff like this is that you do... She does not like the machinery. You got to do the... You got to do the angle cut, then you got to do a straight cut. So you got to go back and forth. These both have angle cuts on now, so I have to set this straight. But the best thing to do is just grab your stock. I got way too much. I mean, I can cut a ton out of these. So I'm just going to set aside most of this stuff. I'll probably only just do 2 of them. That should be plenty there. And set this stuff aside. I use this 1.5-inch square stuff all the time, so no worries, it will not go to waste. And we burn all our scrap wood as well. So one from that end, one from the other end. And remember, I have 2 different sizes of this. So I will likely just do 2 of these long sticks of each size. Oh, that's probably going to be way too many. I got 4 already. Yeah, that's more than I can do in one day. We'll see. Okay, I think I'll get my... Oh, you know what I did? I cut off... What an idiot. I cut off my... I cut off my long side, so it goes like that. Just need the length for it, and then just add a little bit of length. Big dummy. Okay, that should be good. All right. Like I said, these are just wedges, so they're not critical at all on length or on the angle, but there's no reason to screw it up. Okay, now I'll get the rest of these cut. Okay, that'll do it. What do we have? Roughly 60 things to do, and this is 30 of these wedges. I'm going to try to get 30 of them in there tonight, but I am not going to waste your time filming that. I will show you exactly what I'm doing tomorrow. So I just got to bring this stuff over there, bring this over there. Each one of these I need to knife cut it into 3 pieces, 3 32-inch pieces. So I got this whole stack. I'll probably show that and then wrap the day up. That'll do it. So I got all my little spacers or wedges. I got all those cut. I believe. I think I'm a couple shy, but I'll probably do thicker ones, 2-inch ones along the outside wall here. I have plenty of stock for that. I cut up all but one of the 12-inch wide sheets of this and saved that last one if I needed it, but I think I only need 4 pieces of 2-inch, so I think I'll get it out of this stuff. At any rate, I am done with this. I'm going to be starting to put this in tomorrow, but tonight I have to go around. We went to town and got a new brass rod, some more of this type of hose, and I got to make some setups just like this and fill places that are like this right here. I'm just going to go around and look for, you know, some places there's real deep openings going up into there. That's not bad. That's only, you know, a 1/4 inch in. So it shouldn't take me too long, but it's probably going to be, I don't know, maybe an hour or so of work. So I better get at it. But I think I'll end this video here. You know, see, I want to add a little bit to that. But other than that, it looks really good. And like I said, tomorrow I'll show you how these are going in. They go in real quick, which is nice. And once these are in, that I believe will be it for the poor man's spray foam. Then I got to get to, well, this is going to be filled with loose fill, or not loose fill, dense fill, cellulose. is the way I believe I'm going. But there's, oh geez, yeah, there is one more step before I get to that. And I have to get the electrical through across the top before that as well. Can't go below the floor because we got a concrete floor. And I mean, I could go anywhere on the sides, but I can't get it past anywhere in the walls. So it has to go in the ceiling there. The door goes all the way down and it's headered all the way up to the ceiling. So yeah, it's got to go down the middle. All right, so that's it for today. If you want to see all this stuff, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon and click notifications so that you're notified when I post new videos. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. I generally answer all comments. And lastly, if you could share the video and or like it, it helps the channel out greatly and would be appreciated. Thanks for watching and have a great day.